What's going on, guys? Welcome back to another Matty Crafts video. I think everyone that's a Halo fan loves the Elite Honor Guards.
Lousy freak. Blam!
I still remember seeing them in Halo 2 as a kid. It was the coolest thing killing them in the video game. But one thing that they never made any of the video games was a Flood Elite Honor Guard. I find that to be especially crazy considering they literally took over High Charity where the Honor Guards lived and worked, besides Master Chief also beating up the Prophet in that one mission on Halo 2. The Honor Guards have always been probably my favorite Elite armor set, or at least one of them besides maybe the Arbiters or a couple of the custom ones that I've seen online. And at the end, I really want this project to be as unique and cool as possible, just so I can, I don't know, continue to build upon the skills that I currently have. I'm using a ton of styles and ideas that I've come up with in the past, and that's gonna definitely help me a lot here to make it, like I said, unique and fun. I want this thing to really look like something took it over and turned it into basically a walking zombie. Hopefully we'll get that vibe at the end of the video, but there's a lot of techniques that you can pull from this if you do want to make your own custom Elite Honor Guard or custom figures at all as well. I wanted the head to tell a story. I wanted things to be kind of morphing and changing his face and almost like he was screaming as he was being taken over. I imagine if a big parasite went into my body, it would probably be extremely painful if it tried to turn me into a zombie looking thing like the Flood is. So I wanted to make it really gross, gruesome, and then added a lot of parts like this armor kind of breaking, the staff being turned into some Flood form on there. In assembling the figure, making sure everything is looking really nice, and I think it's turning out great. But there's still some more detail we can add with some infected spores all along the body of the figure. And then also a couple little tendrils coming out the back as well. Little bits of detail like this go a long way, and you should definitely add it to every single one of your figures if you want to get the best out of your time and all the work that you put into them. I want to look at this guy for a long time and feel proud, and hopefully doing all these little extra steps will make me do that. Now, a lot of people's favorite part of any project is painting because that's one of the last steps that you get to do before it's finished. And believe it or not, this Elite probably took about 6 to 8 hours to make just because of the recording and all the little steps that I had to do. Like I said, I wanted to put a lot of time into this. Painting, we're going to be doing a lot of different shades, a lot of different colors, and making this thing have a story about it. I feel like when I make some of my custom Flood figures in the past, they all look the same. I don't want that. I feel like the Flood should be unique with every single enemy unit. So I want to tell with the mouth screaming and some of the other parts of the body extending and armor breaking, little bits and stories with some more blood as well. I always find it very satisfying painting on these bits and just seeing it all go back in the recording. And hopefully this recording's been looking a little bit better than in my past videos. I just got a new camera, so I'm kind of testing it out with this custom figure. And hopefully, like I said, it looks way better than what I've done in the past. Now we're putting on that Flood texture. We're adding that traditional Flood color all the way around, and this can be tricky because you don't want to get any like overbearing on the armor. I kind of want some of that armor to stay red, but I want a little bit of the Flood texture on the armor too, like it expanded out and got everything kind of, you know, floodified. Then we're adding a dark tone wash just to make sure that we get a little bit of a different color here as well. And this kind of seals that paint in, which makes it a lot easier for me to continue to work on it without parts and things rubbing off. Then we're going to be adding gold all the way around on all of those parts that kind of give that Honor Guard style. The gold was a really nice touch on this too. Precision is definitely a challenge for me sometimes. I feel like I miss a lot of big areas, or I kind of like ruin areas when I'm trying to do like little detail. So I wanted to do my best and really be as precise as possible with this figure. I'm always trying to get better with my work, and precision is something I need to work on a lot. Now I'm adding other little bits of colors and kind of like wet orange yellow areas everywhere, just to make sure we have a different variety in the skin tone. I want everything to seem a little bit random and unique. And I think the custom is turning out really good. I really like how this is looking so far. Now we're going to add a little bit of blood. I feel like there would be some elite Covenant blood all over this guy, considering he was just transformed, and especially with the mouth, I wanted to make it look gruesome and terrifying. Now I did a few different shades of paint here, which made a huge difference in texturing everything and making the blood look unique and interesting. So I was really happy with what I was able to accomplish with this custom, and also with this blood effect today, which you'll see right here. I mean, look at this. It just really pops out and looks fantastic. I also wanted to kind of tell a story with the armor of adding the blood all the way around it, because this part got broken really heavily, and it just looks really good. I'm super pleased with all of this. Especially with the mouth there. Oh my goodness. That looks really great on the camera. Now I'm going to add a little bit of dark tone everywhere by adding some black paint with just a little bit of water, dabbing it off with a paper towel, and that's going to kind of get in some nooks and crannies that I couldn't before and add just more detail and depth to this custom figure, which is always what I'm going for. Put on his staff and he is done and ready to go. Don't forget to leave a like, subscribe, and share this video with a friend or a community, and here is the grand reveal.